Why majority of Eastern Europeans are such good bachata and salsa dancers? Well, let's talk about it. Hello, my beautiful subscribers. Rasa the dancer is here, and I'm still in Mallorca, and my setup is a curtain, which behind it is a balcony. So I'm doing my best here, guys, to communicate with you. And one of the things actually I want to talk about is something that my students and a lot of people I meet on the dance floor say to me. And a lot of them say, why Eastern European are so good at bachata and salsa, but like a lot bachata as well. And I'll be specific, mostly they're referring to Eastern European women, not necessarily men. And I do have a theory why that is. So let me share that with you and let's see what actually you think about this theory. Firstly, most Eastern European women, including me, I'm from Lithuania, have some sort of dance background. A lot of the time is ballroom, and sometimes it could be ballet. Now, in my country, when I was growing up in Lithuania, ballroom was the thing. It's like most of the ladies would go to a ballroom school, and we had this school called Žuvedra, and it was like the top in the world. I mean, it was the best. So the amount of training and quality training that we received in ballroom and did competitions since we very, very little is crazy. And then there's other Eastern European countries that really focused on ballet and stuff. So you can imagine that if you go since little age into the ballroom or ballet classes, even if you quit at early age and you had maybe only 4 years of training when you're little, that training stays because usually it's almost every day after classes or after school or after kindergarten, whatever that might be. But usually it's really intense, very good quality, and whilst you're very little. So of course, when you grow up, you already have minimum posture. You already have minimum some sort of understanding of how the process of learning works. And in Eastern Europe, when you are learning, the learning is quite serious. It's very little about fun and more about serious. So you are actually learning so much and you are so focused from little age. So of course, later, when you discover bachata or salsa and you love it and you start doing it, it's easier for us to look the part or look a little bit better than some because we have that background dancing. Number 2, my second theory, which is more theory. The first one is kind of makes sense, right? Second is just a theory. Eastern European mentality is different in general in life compared to other people and other cultures. So me personally, I cannot have fun unless I'm learning and there's structure and I feel like I'm progressing. If there's no structure or I don't feel like I'm progressing, I am not having fun. I don't know what that is. Like culturally for me, unless I feel like I'm progressing and I'm learning and I'm getting better, I'm not having fun. It's not fun for me. And I think a lot of Eastern Europeans carry that with them. So when they go to classes, we are focused first on technique, making sure we look good, and making sure that we're actually getting better. So unless we have that, we're not having fun. So our progress is a little bit quicker than maybe an average person from a different kind of culture where they, enjoy the process, where you meet people and you hug and all of that. We like that too, but that comes after. First, we have to make sure we are learning something because we're not going to be spending money and, somebody is just being fluffy with us and like, oh, you're doing great no matter what. No, I know I'm not. Fix it. That's for us is kind of like a first thing that comes out. And I think due to that cultural thing, upbringing or whatever that is inside us, it helps us to progress a little bit quicker. It helps us to stay focused and eventually become the dancers that people look up to. And final point, and you could not like me for saying this, but we agreed a long time ago on this channel that we're going to be speaking the truth, right? All is on the table as long as we speak the truth and we speak it in a nice way. And the truth is, Eastern European women, they care how they present themselves. They care majority, okay? Of course, we have all kinds of people all across the board. But majority of the time, we care how we look. We care whether our nails are done. We care if, we have good body. We try to eat healthy a lot of the times. So if we get into dancing, we start focusing on those things even more. We train our body. We are genetically, in general, taller. We have longer limbs. We genetically already have a lot of good qualities, like good hair and stuff. Genes. It's not even like there's nothing you can do, right? So we're taller, we have good genetics, and then on top of it, we really care how we look and present ourselves. So on top of the fact that we care about the technique and learning, and we might have background dancing and something else, on top of that, we really care how we present ourselves. So we will look at what we wear. We will look at our body, whether we are fit to, to go out there and show ourselves on the stage. And all of those things, when you look, you like, because somebody's making an effort. So now the person is beautiful and presenting themselves in a beautiful way. And at the same time, they're backing it up with technique. Hence why you have a lot of people watching Eastern European ladies dancing and say, wow, they do really well. And I think, you can say whatever you want. Of course, there's a lot of beautiful women dancers. Eastern European are not necessarily the best. That's not the discussion. It's just with such a small group of women who dance in, salsa and bachata, but we are noticed, right? We are noticed. And Lithuanians are there doing fantastically in our bachata scene. There's so many really famous Lithuanian girls doing really good, and I'm so proud of them. And all of them are presenting themselves in such a beautiful way. Like, I really look at them myself and think, wow, really cool, really nice. I like how they present themselves. So those are kind of my theories. I love this topic because, I'm Eastern European and I hear these things. So I thought, you know what, let's just talk about it and see if actually a lot of people were thinking the same thing. And let me know in the comments what you think about my theories. And if you have a different theory, do you have any other different theory? Or do you have another country that you think is like predominantly super amazing at dancing salsa and bachata? Without the obvious ones. And you know what is the obvious ones, right? the Latin countries that are supposed to be dancing these dances don't count because it's their dance. But do you have like a theory from the outside world who are really good at these dances? Anyway, can't wait to hear your comments. If you like this video, you know what to do. You gotta like it, you gotta share it, and of course, you have to subscribe to the channel. Show the love to the teacher dancer here who's making videos from Mallorca. And now I'm gonna leave you with other videos as well to check it out from my actual trip in Marrakesh that I did for Bollywood. Check that out. That was crazy experience, and other videos as well. And now, goodbye. I go dance.